Floyd Mayweather Jr. playing the game as well as it's ever been played. Has some things or some disrespect to shovel at Gervonta Davis, as in a way, I think Floyd Mayweather managed to show him up last night with a pay-per-view event that took place in Mexico. Let's talk about that and the disrespectful statement from Floyd Mayweather Jr. about Gervonta Davis when speaking to Richard Schaefer. Let's do that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. Look, man, I gotta tell you, I got suckered, and I'm happy I got suckered. I bought the pay-per-view for Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus John Gotti III, and I have to tell you, I'm happy that I did it. I enjoyed it. It was worth the 40 bucks that I paid for DAZN to get the fight. What can I say? Boxing addict, but more than that, I understand the greatness of Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the ring. I understand what I'm paying for, and I was very happy to see it. Very quick, twitchy, compared to a novice fighter, obviously, right? But looked good, just, very, very skilled, looked athletic, looked in shape. For a 47-year-old man, hey, I was happy to be able to see him, happy to see him fight, happy to pay the 40 bucks. Didn't confuse it with a real competitive boxing match, though. Thought about it like, a night out with the wife or something like that at the movies, and a cheap movie at that. But let me tell you, in the lead up to it, though, and in the aftermath of it, Floyd Mayweather Jr. showed out. Floyd Mayweather Jr., first of all, was firmly said F-U-C-K Gervonta Davis when he was speaking about Richard Schaefer in an interview. Richard Schaefer was asked whether or not Floyd Mayweather Jr. would like to work with Gervonta Davis again. Richard Schaefer said, "We would love to bring Gervonta Davis back under the umbrella. What a terrific fighter." And Floyd then walked up on the interview and said to the same question, "Look, I say what I say, and Richard Schaefer says what Richard Schaefer says." What does that mean, Floyd? That means we say two different things. So is the decision maker here? Well, obviously Floyd Mayweather Jr. is, because it's Mayweather Promotions. So, ain't trying to rebuild with Gervonta Davis. In fact, I think that may have been a major reason why Leonard Ellerbe is no longer in the position that Richard Schaefer is currently in. That said, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has another fighter on his hands who is electrifying in his own way. Actually, very much the same way that Gervonta Davis is, but obviously at a much earlier stage in his career, and that is Curmel Moton. When I said that I was happy that I paid for this pay-per-view, it was not just about Floyd Mayweather Jr. It was also about Curmel Moton, and he did not disappoint me. Did not disappoint me a lick. First round knockout. Looked strong, big shots, looked skilled, was much bigger than the guy that he was fighting in a fight that I do believe is at 130 pounds. Questions were asked after the fight was over about what weight class would he fight. He's a lot shorter than Gervonta Davis. Will he be at 126 or will he be at 130, 135? How will he deal with the bigger guys at 135? First thing that I thought was, look, man, does it matter? what he's going to do and where, if he's going to be at 120, if he can be at 126 and be bigger than the guys at 126, the way Curmel Moton is trajectory is going, Curmel Moton's going to be the biggest name fighter in the history of the 126 pound division, playing around with Floyd. Look at the big stage that Curmel Moton was just on. Now, it's obviously not as big as the big stage that Gervonta was on when Gervonta fought as a co-main event for Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Conor McGregor. Clearly, this was a smaller event, but still in the minds of in the mind of a hardcore boxing fan, old school boxing fan, have been paying attention a long time. Hey man, I'm as excited about Curmel Moton at 100 and fighting at 130 pounds or 126 pounds as I am about any other fighter in boxing that is a prospect. I'm as excited about seeing Curmel Moton fight as I am some champions, more so than some champions, right? I mean, I'm watching Curmel Moton over a lot of the guys that at minimum weight, right? Flyweight. He's got a lot of buzz around him. And obviously that buzz is directly from Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. continues to keep his name relevant because Floyd keeps fighting, exhibitions or not. And again, that stadium in Mexico looked very full. I don't know how many 47-year-old men can make a stadium look like that. Now, I don't know if it was completely sold out or if there were seats available or what the situation was. I don't know if they gave out tickets or whatever. We'll find that out, as time goes on. But it looked like the venue was every bit as big as Terrence Crawford's was. And just from my eyes, it looked like it was every bit as much full. And it's going to be interesting to know how much they actually charged for those tickets for a Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight to be ringside to see him fight in Mexico. I wouldn't be surprised if he made a lot of money in that particular instance. People will talk about the promotion of it and they say it wasn't a big fight, but Floyd does not have and never really has had an infrastructure around him where they're going to exaggerate what he's doing. He actually has to get it done. I'd be very interested to see what that did. That looked bigger than a Jake Paul's last fight, which I heard did like 20,000 pay-per-views or something like that. But anyway, 47 years old, years from fighting a real boxing match, and you can use that to set up another fighter that has a lot of real buzz behind him in Curmel Moton. Hey, man. It's a nice job if you can get it for Floyd Mayweather Jr. And it is a nice situation for Curmel, for a kid in his position, young man in his position, don't mean to call him a kid, young man in his position, just jumping out, still fighting. I think he's in 8-round fights. He may have jumped up to 8-round fights. I'd have to check. And the fight only went a round, so I never did get a sense of, how long it could have possibly went. And then, obviously, he knows how to go about doing it because he's done it with Gervonta Davis as well. We'll see how it turns out, though, man, because he said, look, man, I got me one in Curmel Moton. I don't need to have me one with Gervonta Davis no more. And Richard Shaver, don't get cute or you'll go the way of the dodo. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces. And for Rick Timms, deuces.